Tim McGraw is one of the biggest names in country music, but behind his success are little-known stories, including the great sorrows he faced throughout his life. One of the deepest sorrows in Tim McGraw's life was the lack of affection from his father during his childhood. Tim's father, Tug McGraw, was a famous baseball player, but he was not a constant presence in Tim's life when he was young. Their relationship was tumultuous, with great emotional distance and a lack of love. When Tim was a child, his father was not involved in the family life as an ideal father. Despite his talent and fame, Tug McGraw was not always there for his son in important moments. Tim McGraw had to grow up without the affection of a father, which created a big void in his heart. One of Tim's greatest pains was not being able to enjoy the achievements that Tim would later achieve, because the absence of his father's love and presence made him feel that he lacked the support and encouragement of the most important person in his life. However, this sadness was not only the absence of his father, but also the long years of life without connection. Until Tug McGraw passed away in 2004, Tim was still unable to truly mend his relationship with his father. However, Tim always longed for his father's acceptance and love, but life did not always allow that. The love was never satisfied, and that became a lingering sadness in Tim McGraw's heart. Tim McGraw is one of the biggest stars in the country music industry, and his career was not a smooth road. Tim had to overcome many difficulties and challenges before achieving the resounding success he has today. Despite starting his music career at a young age, Tim McGraw did not have an easy time finding success. He had to work very hard to establish himself in a competitive industry. His first few albums were not huge successes, and his early career was filled with struggles and failures. Tim McGraw's career really began to blossom after he released the album Not a Moment Too Soon in 1994. This was a huge turning point in his career, with hits like Indian Outlaw and Don't Take the Girl. This album helped Tim McGraw prove that he could take over the country music scene and become one of the top artists in the industry. This was a success that Tim had to work very hard to achieve. However, success did not always come easy. After his early years of success, Tim McGraw also faced failures, especially during a period in his career when he had to face the pressure of creativity and maintaining his form. There were times when Tim felt exhausted and felt like he could not meet the expectations of the public. But it was these failures that helped him grow and learn to be resilient in his career. One of the moments that Tim McGraw will never forget is when he received his first Grammy Award. It was a moment that made him cry with emotion, because this award was not only a testament to his talent, but also a recognition from his peers and the public. Tim had to fight against doubts and pressure from himself to be able to achieve this success. Tim McGraw has not only been successful in his music career, but has also achieved remarkable achievements in his personal life. And these achievements reflect his perseverance, desire, and relentless efforts. One of the greatest achievements that Tim has always strived to achieve is the ability to maintain a sustainable music career in a volatile and fiercely competitive industry. Although there were times when his career seemed to decline, he always knew how to renew himself, challenge himself, and overcome difficulties to continue to conquer the top. Tim McGraw's success in the music industry does not stop at selling millions of albums or winning countless prestigious awards. One of his great achievements is shaping and creating a personal mark in country music, with a unique blend of traditional sounds and modern elements. Tim has taken country music beyond the borders of the United States, making it a globally beloved genre, and he is one of the brightest stars leading this trend. Tim McGraw has also been very successful in maintaining long-term and sustainable working relationships with music producers and colleagues. He has bonded with many famous collaborators, from music producers to fellow artists, and this has not only helped him develop his career, but also created a positive and inspiring working environment. One of the important goals that Tim always strives for is to constantly improve the quality of his music products, not only to maintain his position in the industry, but also to bring fans products of artistic value. In addition, Tim McGraw is also very interested in maintaining his acting career. He has tried his hand at the film industry, participating in a number of famous films, and in each role he has brought a wholehearted performance. Although not a professional actor, Tim's ability in acting has earned him praise from critics and audiences, and this is one of the achievements that he is proud of when he can expand his career into a new field. But beyond all the successes in his career, perhaps the greatest achievement that Tim McGraw always strives to achieve is the ability to maintain stability and happiness in his family life. Despite his extremely busy and stressful work schedule, Tim always tries to maintain a strong relationship with his wife, Faith Hill, and take care of his 3 daughters. He considers family as the top priority in life, and no professional achievement can compare to the peaceful moments with his wife and children. The love and marriage of Tim McGraw and Faith Hill is one of the most admirable stories in the entertainment industry. Both famous artists are big names in the country music industry, and their love story is not only a love story of stars, but also a testament to the resilience and sustainability of relationships. However, their married life has not always been smooth and full of happiness. One of the biggest challenges that Tim and Faith have faced is the distance in time and space during their artistic activities. As famous artists, Tim and Faith both have busy work schedules, with tours lasting for months. These trips sometimes keep them apart for long periods of time, which not only creates a physical distance, but also challenges their relationship. Although they always try to spend time together on special occasions, the lack of time together sometimes creates tension in their relationship. Tim's biggest sadness in love is probably that he sometimes feels like he has lost his connection with his beloved wife. But instead of letting this affect their relationship, they have learned to maintain their feelings through small, loving gestures, deep conversations, and mutual understanding. Although there are times when they have to face challenges, Tim and Faith always value their love. They realize that in a long-term marriage, there are not only sweet moments, but also difficulties that both must overcome together. And it is in those difficulties that their love becomes even stronger. This is a testament to the maturity and perseverance of both, when love is not only expressed through happy moments, but also through the challenges and sufferings that both experience and overcome. Throughout their marriage, Tim McGraw and Faith Hill also faced stressful times, especially when their work and careers grew stronger. Both Tim and Faith had to find a way to balance their family life and career, which sometimes forced them to sacrifice personal things. But instead of letting the difficulties cause their feelings to crack, they understood and loved each other more. One of the important factors that helped them overcome all challenges in love was mutual respect and trust. Certainly, there were times in Tim McGraw and Faith Hill's married life when they felt lonely and tired because of the distance. However, through each challenge, they understood more and more that love is sacrifice and sharing. And whether in work or life, both understood that family happiness is the greatest achievement they can achieve, something that far surpasses all fame or success in society. Tim and Faith's love story may not be perfect, but it is their sincerity, sacrifice, and unconditional love that has helped them overcome all the challenges of their marriage. Tim McGraw's sadness in love is the lack of time with his family, but he has learned to overcome that sadness and considers it an inevitable part of the life of famous artists. Tim McGraw and Faith Hill have 3 beautiful daughters: Gracie McGraw, Audrey Caroline McGraw, and Maggie Elizabeth McGraw. Although both are famous artists and have busy work schedules, raising their children is always their top priority. they try to create a loving and caring family environment, although sometimes their work makes it impossible for them to be with their children as much as they would like. However, love for their children is always the top priority for Tim and Faith, and they believe that being a good parent is not only about providing a full material life, but also about giving their children time, attention, and proper education. Gracie McGraw, Tim and Faith's first daughter, born in 1997, is someone they are very proud of. Gracie grew up in a famous family, but her parents always encouraged her to live a normal life and not be too affected by the family's fame. Tim and Faith taught Gracie the value of humility, hard work, and family. Gracie also pursued a musical career like her parents, and despite her success, she has always maintained humility and gratitude. Audrey Caroline McGraw, Tim and Faith's second daughter, is a dynamic and intelligent girl. She has attracted the attention of many people thanks to her talent and beautiful appearance. However, Tim and Faith always tried to let Audrey develop naturally, without the pressure of her